Hi, it's Tootie Tagerly. Tuesday, midday from San Francisco. Excuse me. So, in the United States, this past 3-day weekend was a long weekend because it was Memorial Day. And today is a Tuesday, the first day of a 4-day work week. And the reality is that we don't do terribly well with transitions. I remember when I worked at an office for corporations, there would be like the build up and excitement of, oh my gosh, I just need to hold on a little bit more. There's a 3-day weekend. And there would be camping trips, travel, whatever it was, especially for Memorial Day weekend as the official kickoff of summer. It was an exciting time. And one of the things that I remember a lot is that sinking feeling, and I still feel it today, that sinking feeling of coming back to work on Tuesday, looking at the mountain and piles of stuff that I kind of like shoved away on Friday afternoon because I was looking forward to the weekend and being like, oh my gosh, there is so much work. And it's the same amount of work that would be there in a 5-day work week, but now I have to cram it into 4 days. It's a transition space, and transition spaces are harder for us because we get into our patterns and our rhythms and our routines of these are the cadences of a Monday morning stand up to anchor our week. These are the times that we talk to our teams. This is the time that we present to leadership. These are typically the anchors and cadences that are kind of thrown awry with a 4-day work week. So 3 lessons I'm telling myself as much as anyone else. The first is slow down in transitions. It's going to be a harder day. Maybe you ended up sleeping in a little more in the long weekend and the alarm blaring this morning was hard. Slow down as much as possible. And by slow down, I'm not going to, I'm going to use the word self-care, which is make sure to eat properly, make sure to drink properly, continue to get back into the rhythms and habits as much as possible of sleep and exercise. And just recognize that might need a little bit more time and space. Second thing, talking about recognizing your pattern. Is it familiar? For me, the familiar pattern is coming back Tuesday morning, frenetic, being like, oh my gosh, what's my to-do list? What's all the things that I need to jump into? How do I make sure I get all of this stuff done? How do I get it all done like together through all of these things? And recognize that it's a pattern. It's a story you're telling yourself. It's a story of busyness and overwhelm and of a to-do list. And my head knows that it's kind of ridiculous to expect myself to get as much done in 4 days with 20% less time to actually be able to get everything completely done. But yet I want to jam it in and make sure I do it perfectly. So the last lesson, channeling Elsa up on her mountaintop in the snow, is let it go. What is it that you're holding on so tightly that you must get done today or this week? Instead, can you be a little easier on yourself? Can you slow down a little bit and let it go? Maybe it's okay that there's no status report that goes out this week. Maybe it's okay to skip a leadership team meeting. Maybe it's okay to not have a critique session. Maybe it's okay not to pull out this perfectly formatted report because it's the start of summer. It's a 4-day work week and it's okay. So 3 simple lessons for today as we start a 4-day work week in the United States and the start of summer. Slow down in transitions. Take care of yourself, slow down, recognize that it's going to be harder. Recognize your patterns. What are the ways that you typically act and behave? And in addition to the recognition, is that what you want to still keep continuing and doing? Or do you want to switch it up and be a little different? And then finally, let it go. Maybe you don't need to do all those things. Maybe that is okay. And of course, that's a decision that's going to be completely up to you, depending on your situation. But hey, it's a transition space this week. Be gentle. All right, I'll chat with you next week. Bye.